Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, and today is July the 21st. So I have to be at Jill's early this morning. She usually starts her day around 8 a.m. Sometimes she has to leave at 7 for a 7:30 early patient, but usually she starts seeing patients around 8 o'clock. So just trying to get myself up by 6 and drink me 1 or 2 cups of coffee and answer my comments. I'm here to talk about God testing our faith. I feel like I have really been tested this week. My meltdown on Monday after going to Mavis. I'm always trying to figure out human behavior, including my own. And it's just something that's not possible to do. Even if I had taken psychology in college and studied human behavior my entire life, I still don't think I could figure it out. When I was working for the Devil Wife in Dr. Corruption, I was in therapy, and I had a female therapist there in Deal, New Jersey, and she was so good to me, and she was such an excellent therapist, and I would go once a week to talk to her, and I would tell her about all the shenanigans and all the abuse that I was getting from the Devil Wife, and she knows them, being in the community that she was in and her profession, and she knows the Dr. Corruption and the Devil Wife very well, and she was just shocked. And I remember her telling me, Glenda, I've studied human behavior my entire life, and I have never come across anybody as Dr. Corruption and the Devil Wife are, and they're the type of behavior that they show towards towards their help. She was just astonished at it, how they appear to be so normal and such a high society and high functioning family, and then they can abuse and mistreat their children's nanny the way that they did me. And y'all, I was at that job for 10 months, so I withstood a lot of abuse and mistreatment. And every day that I would walk into that house, I felt like my faith was being tested, because it just took so much out of me, being talked down to and reprimanded on everything that I did or didn't do. And so I remember just praying and praying and praying every day to just, oh God, just get me through this day. Help me to be able to take care of these 4 children and get this house cleaned and all the laundry done and everything that I had to do. I just thought that I couldn't do it. And it was my first job that I had when I moved to New Jersey, and in fact, I was still going to rehab for the right ankle that I had broken in that car crash. So it just took a lot of strength, and the only way that I got through it was through prayer and trust and faith in God. And I feel badly sometimes because I let life and circumstances in life overwhelm me, instead of just dropping to my knees and just laying it all out in front of God and letting Him take care of it. And that's what I finally had to do on Monday night, was just get on my knees and just pray and ask God to help me to be able to let go of the stress and the anxiety that I was feeling over the financial situation and that situation that I encountered at Mavis, being abused and mistreated and taken advantage of, and those grown men, or that grown man in there, I guess he's the manager of it, just downright taking advantage of an elderly, vulnerable woman. It's just not right. I will be composing a letter to his boss and letting them know exactly what happened. Y'all, I wish I had snapped a picture of that scenario where they had removed all the tires off my car and had them just laid out, all 4 of them just laid out on the concrete. And then he called me into the work area to point out all the little, you know, the bare tread on the tires and all the little cuts and nicks in the rubber. I mean, now that I think back about it, I feel like I was in the Twilight Zone. Have you ever had that type of feeling before where things went so wonky all around you that your head was just spinning and you felt like you were trapped in the Twilight Zone? Gosh. So, such a weird scenario. But I've just been praying a lot, and you know, these types of things, as minute and silly as it is, you know, fretting and worrying over tires when there's so much more major things that could have happened. And I mean, I could have been in a bad car crash, I could have been injured, you know, I could be facing some type of serious illness. And you know, I just had to put everything in perspective and realize, look, it's just 4 tires. Don't make such a big ordeal out of it. Don't get your panties all in a wad over it. It's something that is easily fixed.